got you now.
Okay. All right, Sean, welcome to Heavy Brand Podcast, Detroit's own Heavy Brand Podcast. So Sean, introduce yourself to the viewers and the listeners. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, how you got to where you are now, 50K subscribers on YouTube. You got your own business. You got a book out. You got T-shirts. So how did you go from point A to point B?
All right. Well, my name is Sean Gunby, born and raised in North Jersey. Where I'm at today, first of all, Jay, I want to thank you for having me on your show. I'm an author. I got authored 2 books. I got both my books here, Stigmatism in My Soul, Volume 1, Volume 2.
Stigmatism in My Soul, right?
A Stigmatism in My Soul. That's the same name as the YouTube channel. On my YouTube channel, I focus primarily on fitness, spiritual, mental, and physical fitness. I talk a lot of, positivity. A lot of my life is in, not only in the books, but I put a lot of my life on my channel. And so that's pretty much what I'm doing now. I got, like, as you mentioned, I got a line of T-shirts out. This is one of the T-shirts right here. You can go on my website, gunbypublishing.bigcartel.com. And
so that's gunbypublishing.bigcartel.com?
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. And, that's pretty much where I'm at, man. 51 years old. Lived a life here in the United States. And, we don't stop, man. We never quit. We never give up, no matter what.
So now, did you? I take you have a somewhat of a sports background growing up in Jersey. What was your sport of choice growing up?
I played my number one. What I was best at growing up was baseball. I was a shortstop. I was an all-star shortstop. But I played all sports. I played football. I played basketball. I wrestled. I played lacrosse. I ran track. I played soccer. I pretty much did it all. I've always been active my whole life as far as athletics. And I think that kind of contributes to, like, now with me being 51 years, most of my videos on my channel that I do as far as me being the primary person in the video is I always talk about being fit over 50. And, being 51 years, I think the fact that I was athletically involved in sports at a younger age has allowed me to stay agile, and my body, looks good. I'm able to compete with anybody, any age. I work out with anybody. And, a lot of that is the mentality too, but I think the physical fitness helped that a lot too.
Okay. Now, for the youth out here in Detroit and pretty much any city out here, what advice would you give them as far as staying on a positive track rather than getting involved in the negativity?
Well, you make your own choices in life. And, there was a time in my life where the majority of my choices were on the negative tip. And what you need to know and understand is that when your choices are on the negative tip, your results are going to be right along that negative tip. You learn from your mistakes. What I did a lot and what I don't do no more is that when I make mistakes, I try not to beat myself up because mistakes is a part of life. It's a part of the growth process.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's just certain things, you don't want to make too big of a mistake that you can't recover from. That's pretty much the key. And I think we all know what those mistakes are. You don't want to get involved in, you know, some things that's going to knock you all the way out of the box.
So, Sean, for a young man or a young woman that wants to one day own their own business, obviously there's not enough Black-owned businesses out here. What would be a good step to take, a good first step to take towards owning their own business?
Well, you gotta first of all, you gotta be the entrepreneurship type. Everybody talks a good game that they want to own their own business, they want to be an entrepreneur, they want to have their own thing, but they don't have the mental attitude, nor do they have the capability to be an entrepreneur. You know, it ain't for everybody. There's a lot that goes involved with this. You know, if you look at my channel and my website, my shirts and my books, I'm doing all of this shit by myself. You know, but I'm cut out for entrepreneurship. I've been an entrepreneur pretty much a large part of my life. I did have jobs and worked in the corporate world, but I've always been a self-starter. You know, I don't need any type of motivation. So, you know, it's more than just making a decision like, yo, I want to start my own business. I understand that part, but do you have what it takes? Do you have the discipline? Do you have the drive? Do you have the enthusiasm? Do you have the salesmanship? Do you have the mouthpiece? Do you have, you know, the ability to overcome adversity? Do you have the ability? It's a lot of shit that goes into being an entrepreneur. It just ain't, you know, and I think that's what people think it is. And then when they get into it and see how difficult it is, then they really understand and respect that it ain't for everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's more than just printing out some flyers, passing out some flyers on a block.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
So now, you know, I can't let you go unless I take some of your jewels and share with the people as far as fitness. So for those that can't afford fitness memberships, give me at least 3 exercises they can do at home to either get in shape or stay in shape, please.
Well, number one, you gotta stop being fat. Number one, you gotta stop being fat. You gotta eat right. You wanna cut sugar damn near all the way out of your diet. I do use honey for sweetener. I don't use any of the white sugar, any of the brown sugar. If I'm gonna sweeten anything, it's gonna be with honey. Okay. But you gotta cut the bullshit out of your diet, number one. Number 2 is, you know, you could do push-ups, you could do body squats, you could do burpees, you could do you know, there's many things you could do. You don't need a gym. You could go outside in your driveway or in your backyard or in the parking lot, and you can get this stuff done and you can work out every day. You know, physical fitness, I think that my physical fitness and my being in the shape that I'm in allows me to be the entrepreneur that I am, because it gives me the energy, it gives me the physical well-being to get up and make shit happen. So that's another thing. You know, you can sit around and talk about it. You can watch all the YouTube videos you want of other dudes that are in shape or getting in shape, but if you don't get up and make it happen in your own life, it ain't gonna happen. So it's a lot of everything to what I'm saying, even with the entrepreneurship pieces. It all starts in the dome.
So don't be a spectator, be active, go out and get it.
Yeah, you gotta, you know, ain't nobody gonna bring it to you. It just ain't gonna come knock on your door, and you know, you gotta make this shit happen. You gotta make it happen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, Sean, for coming on board.
Thank you.
A guy with a lot of followers and subscribers, you know, it's easy for a person to get to the point where, you know, they don't link up with the little people anymore. They just, you know, they're on the pedestal. They don't respond to no DMs, nothing. I really appreciate you for coming on board.
You called me the way, see, in life, and this goes back to the entrepreneurship piece. If you want something, you have to ask. If you don't ask, then you're definitely not gonna get it. You know, you reached out to me, you hit me on a DM, you know, you invited me on your podcast, and I want to thank you for that. You know, so you asked, and you know, here we are, we're doing it. You know, and I've done some interviews with some celebrities, and the way I got those interviews that helped my channel was I asked them.
Yes, sir.
You gotta, you know, I don't tell me no, I let them tell me no. You
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate you. I appreciate you having me, man. Shout out to everybody in Detroit, man. Shout out to all my subscribers in Detroit, man, and to the young dudes in Detroit, man.
Yes,
Get your
sir.
life together. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing around. Stop making excuses. Get your chin off your chest. Straighten your back up. Get right. There's opportunities out here that I didn't have in the late 80s that you guys have today. Stop being lazy. You know, stop wanting a handout and get out here and make that shit happen, man. And you know, stay away from drugs, man. Drugs will destroy you, destroy your life, man.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Tell them your channels one more time, Sean, as we close out, so that people can help.
Yeah, my YouTube channel is Gunby Publishing. That's Gun as in Nancy BY Publishing. Also have a channel on there, The Window Cleaner with Soul. My Instagram is Gunby Publishing, and all of my social media links underneath my YouTube channel, man. But I got the dopest channel on YouTube.
Facts.
Traveling around the world and meeting different people. And we just hit 50,000 subscribers, so you know we growing, and you know that's what it's all about, man. And I started it from zero. It was just a concept in the mind, man. Here I am, 2.5 years later, and I'm at 50,000. We're gonna hit 100,000 this year.
Appreciate you, Sean.
Man, you got it, bro.
God bless.